So next, okay, we're going to just have a very, very quick jab at the Islamic Dilemma. Kash and I, we had a show on that just a couple of days ago. And the punchline is that the Islamic Dilemma itself, generally the Quran is saying things like, oh, and we sent it down confirming what is before. And then we read a lot into it. But that's actually not the case. It's us reading a lot. So we're going to just have a couple of slides that actually shows that it's actually all about Jesus. So in this one, so Surah 5, verse 46, it's saying that Jesus confirms the Torah. It also says that the gospel confirms the Torah. Fine, so that's verse 46. Then in Surah 47, it's saying, so let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has revealed therein. So this is still talking now about the gospel. But then when we get to Surah 48, we have revealed to you, then the compulsory, or Muhammad has to be inserted in the international, the book in truth, confirming that which preceded it of the scripture and as a criterion over it. So he's like, okay, so we're talking first about Jesus confirming the Torah and the gospel, and the Torah and the gospel confirming the Torah, great. Then he's talking about the gospel, and then it jumps 600 years into the future. The verse starts with and it's all about Muhammad, it's all about the Quran. And it's like, well, clearly not. If the previous verses are talking about Jesus and confirming the Torah and so on, that should mean that verse 48 is just talking about to the audience, saying we have given you the gospel, because it's what is actually talking just before it, confirming that which preceded it of the scripture, so confirming the Torah, and as a criterion over it. I don't think that this jumps 600 years between verses.
No, I think that's a very good reading of what is actually saying there.
No, it seems pretty clear. It's that the Islamic dilemma appears to be in the standard Islamic narrative, not in the text.
Can I just check with Murad? You know where it says the word criterion over it? Is that furqan in Arabic, which can mean salvation?
The word in this context is muhaymin.
Oh, okay.
And can I tell you guys what muhaymin means? Because this is going to get fun.
Let me know if you know what it means.
Yeah, well, the muhaymin, I'll break it down. So, the word muhaymin in the Aramaic and the Syriac refers to a faithful one, a believer. And the thing is, the verse has to be read as if it's talking about a book, because that's the sin, reading Muhammad into the text, right? So we can't say that what's being referred to, we can't refer to it as muhaymin, because muhaymin means to be faithful. And someone who is faithful is a someone, right? But if you move from faithful, believer, to guardian, you no longer necessitate an agency. Right? A guardian can refer to a text. It can refer to a door, right? But someone who is faithful, that implies agency.
There is something very nuanced. Here in this context, in Aramaic, it means faithfully dependent on it. So it depends on the Bible. And this is what Christoph Luxemburg says. This is one of the surprises. So it's faithfully dependent on it. So you can't have the Quran without the Bible. That's what it's saying. That's muhaymin. That's the full scope for muhaymin. Yeah, I like the way you read it.
If this were to be talking about then the gospel, or rather, let's say the Bible. So we have these verses and then we get to 48. If this were to be talking about the Bible, which confirms the Torah, and then saying, and is faithful, or rather, it is basically joined with it. As you guys were explaining this, I was thinking, well, we have the New Testament, what these people might actually understand as the Injil, the Gospels, and it is together with the Old Testament. In fact, we actually have both of them together making up the Bible. So could it still be understood as this is talking about the Injil, or rather the Bible, confirming the New Testament, say, confirming the Old Testament, and is also faithful to it? You have to put them together. They don't contradict each other. Could that be possible understanding of this verse. But for now, let's actually continue and see what other things we find in the Quran and whether Muhammad would have been saying these things. So this one as well, so still within the Islamic dilemma, I think this one makes things as well very clear, because Surah 2 verse 40 is talking to the children of Israel, so the Jews. So, O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you, and fulfill my covenant upon you, somehow, that I will fulfill your covenant and be afraid of me. Okay, so this is talking to the Jews, and that's fine. And then when we get to the next verse, and believe in what I have sent down, confirming that which is with you. Now, to me, that would sound, again, very clearly, if it is talking to the Jews, this is, and the next verse is saying something that I have sent down, confirming that which you have, which would be the Torah. We've seen in the previous verse that, in the previous slide, that Jesus confirms the Torah, and the gospel confirms the Torah according to the writers of quite a few of these verses. So if it is talking to the Jews, and then it's saying something has been sent down, that that would be something Christian, so Jesus most likely, or possibly the Injil, as opposed to the interpretation that we have with Islam, which is this is happening in Medina. It's talking to the Jews in Medina, and that which I have sent down is the Quran, because there is no Quran in that verse. Well, let's have a look at the next one. The next one is super short, and is one that I just always like to bring up because I find it interesting. It's one of the first ones that really that I noticed that it was weird. It's supposed to be Muhammad saying this. Well, it says say, "O believers," but he's the one delivering this. And if we're thinking about Muhammad saying to people what they need to say, and it is that they believe in Allah and what has been revealed and so on, but then it lists all of these very important people: Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, and Jacob. And then you have Moses and Jesus. It's like, but who is missing? If Muhammad was the one saying these words, most certainly would say Moses and Jesus and Muhammad, unless, I don't know, maybe Muhammad is there. Yep.
That says more than the standard Islamic narrative would like known. Yeah, it's very good.
And also, what I found strange about this is the order is very. I always mention this because it's just peculiar that the order seems to be made very particular by the fact that it mentions Ishmael, right? Ishmael before Isaac because Ishmael was born first. So there seems to be like a nature of chronology to this, right? So Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob becomes then Israel, and the descendants. So those are the 12 tribes, right? And what was given to Moses and Jesus. And then it goes on and says, and what was given to the prophets from their Lord. So why is it placing the prophets after Jesus?